here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 474 of the Maritime Paintball Podcast. My name is Brad Odell. With me, as always, is
your caffeinated king of paintball. How are you doing tonight, baby?
Good, but I don't know. This is how I know I'm tired, because I know you said caffeinated, but honest to God, my brain initially heard cathetered.
Now, I'm going to tell you a story about a catheter. Many moon ago, I was but a young princeling of a paintball man, and I decided that I should combine the four-wheeler I was riding with the front quarter panel of a Chevette. I woke up in the hospital. Long story short, the very nice nurse gave me a bottle to pee in, and she said, "Mr. Burke, you need to pee in this bottle." I said, "No, ma'am, I don't think I'm going to do that." And she goes, "You're going to pee in the bottle." And I went, "No, ma'am, I don't think I'm going to." And she goes, "Mr. Burke, you're either going to pee in this bottle or you're going to get a catheter." Now, I'm going to point out that I looked at that very nice nurse lady, God bless her heart, and I went, "Yes, ma'am, I do believe I am going to pee in that bottle." We figured that out very quickly. And on that strange opening, welcome to the Maritime Paintball Podcast. It's brought to you by the fantastic people at CHSR 97.9 FM in Fredericton, New Brunswick. We are still, as far as I know, the only radio show dedicated to the fantastic sport that is paintball, even though we're talking about catheters and coffee. Fuck yeah, this is a great way to start the show. I love it. As you can see, if you're watching us on the feed, my placeholder, the fantastic Mr. Frank, is doing his job. I'm getting my coffee already. So Brad, why don't you do some business? Tell people about the fantastic products and services that bring us on the air every week.
Yeah, let's do some business. So, of course, we got Northern Hydration, your Canadian-made athletic hydration formula, or hydration system. Sorry, that's what we settled on last week, was hydration system.
Your Canadian-made hydration station, hydration solution. I don't know, but I like it. We're going to get there.
Which, if you head over to drinknorthern.com, use the code MaritimePB10, you score yourself 10% off. Also, it's free shipping across Canada right now. The package I ordered, I kind of screwed myself. I ordered it before the weekend. So then, of course, it didn't get to the shipper until a little later on.
No.
But I just got notified today. I was like, hey,
yeah.
They're like, hey, it's in the shipper's hands. I was like, wicked. And then I'm thinking free shipping. I'm thinking a week, right? The shipper's like, yeah, we'll have it there tomorrow. Okay, let's go.
Amazing.
Free shipping across Canada. So get in on that, especially the new caramel macchiato, 100 milligrams of caffeine. Get that in you.
I am hyped to get mine. I'll be up next week, hopefully, to come visit you.
Absolutely. 6 cans waiting for you, bud. We got Loft Gear, makers of the Station 150, the convertible roller bag table system.
Which you mean the Rolls Royce of paintball bags?
A Rolls Royce of paintball bags. Yeah, we're doing. Oh, you know what? I need a Rolls Royce logo. I'm going to slap that on the bag. They just
I'm pretty sure Rolls Royce is litigious. You might not want to use exactly theirs, but we can work something out, I'm sure.
So they just put out a reel that had showed a bunch of different usages of the bag. One of them, portable DJ set. I thought that's genius. That right, that bag. That's what that's for. So go check them out, loftgear.com, because I cannot do that bag justice. You need to go look at it. We got, of course, Moncton Paintball, my home away from home, Tom's backyard.
God, I can't wait to get back there. I'm croaking again. It's that time of year, buddy. We're going to be out there soon. It's coming.
I'm climbing the walls, man. I'm climbing the walls. Building Paintball, a great group getting amazing gear into the hands of individuals that normally wouldn't be able to access that kind of gear. So go check out that Facebook group. The link is in the show description and the show notes. And go check them out. Get involved. Don't be dumb.
Gotta play to win.
Yeah, gotta play to win. Ntensity Customs, the makers of amazing stuff from head to toe. We're talking hats, headbands, jerseys, T-shirts, pants. you know what? I bet you if we asked him, he'd make socks. He's got pod packs, gloves. God, man, the man makes everything. Barrel bags.
You got to get me a new jersey this year.
I've got my media jersey, but I need a player jersey. That's on my to-do list, and I need a pod pack. I've got a pod pack.
Yeah, you scored a really nice pod pack.
Yep.
And I've still got my beautiful Sly. I'd love to find like another one like that, but
I wonder. Hold on, let me get back to that. So intensitycustoms.com, go check them out. They've got amazing stuff. They also are the distributor, seller, retailer of our good friend Cat's Customs headbands. You can get them through him.
My Vic Vega is on its way. I'm excited. The ruling on masturbation is go for it. It is a healthy thing to do. Anybody who's in the Maritimes remembers Sue the Sex Lady. That old bird knew what was going on.
Was she Maritimer?
I don't know. She's Canadian, I'm pretty sure. Was she?
She's definitely Canadian.
Fuck it, I don't care. My point is, it's okay to masturbate. Just don't do it in public.
And then Paintball Dirt doing the good work. Paintballdirt.substack.com. Go check them out. He's doing a great job. Takes it with everything that's happening in the world of paintball, condenses it down into a weekly newsletter, and you can support him by throwing a couple dollars his way, or subscribing to the Substack and getting the free version. Great guy, awesome, super knowledgeable, does an amazing job. Great writer too. Where was I going with this? I was going to say something. I forgot now. Lost it. Oh, your Sly pack. I wonder if you took that to, because it's showing its age, right? Like you said, you want to get another year out of it.
Actually, I got to go dig it out because I got to show this thing one of these days because it is just a beautiful old banger of a.
Cliff, of course, Cliff knows that Sue was from Toronto.
Of course she is. There it is.
I wonder if you took something like that pod pack to like an upholsterer that does cars. I wonder what it would cost, but I feel like if they can upholster a car seat or a dash,
they should be able to do an old pod pack. That would be nice.
Right? That'd be kind of cool, though.
Headset's dead. Forgive me. But I probably should go and find that out because I'd like to get that thing fixed.
I think it'd be, dude, that would be the first time I've ever heard of a pod pack getting restored.
It's definitely taken a little bit of a beating. It's taken a little bit of a beating. That I bought that when I met you.
Yeah.
Same weekend.
It was already vintage before you bought it.
It was pretty old. It was pretty old. One sec. It's right by the door. I just looked at it. And again, I like that I can just move now. This is a wonderful new system. I love it.
Yes. I am tethered.
Yeah, you were tethered. Well, eventually my headset's going to die. I'm going to have to deal with that problem. But look at this thing. Look at this ancient, old. Camera doesn't do this thing.
Yeah, the camera doesn't do any justice whatsoever.
Like, I wish it did, but she's old. I'm pretty sure there's paint on here from the year I bought it.
She's like, old, but she's broken in.
Oh, is she ever broken in? She's got a smell to her. That's how you like it. That's how I like it.
Savage. Absolutely
savage. So what have we got on the docket tonight, Bradley?
Well, let's get into that. So, folks, do us a favor. I need two things. One, I need everyone to share this out because we need as many people watching as possible, simply because the more people, the better this works. And two, we're taking it easy tonight. It's kind of in the middle of the dead season for Canada. So, things are kind of slowed down. There's not a whole lot going on. We're all climbing the walls. So we thought story time. Let's tell some paintball stories, but like the big ones and the small ones. Some small, like
Cliff's here.
Cliff's got stories.
Cliff, story.
Cliff, yeah. We need some stories from Cliff. The man's got stories.
Someone gets the Abe Simpson gif up and of all the kids sitting under the lemon tree and Grandpa telling a story because I'm not even being sarcastic. Grandpa Simpson told the best stories.
Right. Hung an onion from our
onion
at the time.
As was the style at the time.
But yeah, so paintball stories. I've got stories. I got big stories and little stories. Like I've got little ones like that are just fleeting little moments that occurred that are just, I don't know, they make me smile. That kind of story, you know what I mean? And then I've got the bigger stories that when somebody's like, "Oh, you paintball," and be like, "Yeah," and then you show them like what you do, and they're like, "Oh my god, I didn't know paintball was like. I thought it was just something kids do." And you go, "Oh, sit down. I'm gonna tell you a story."
And then you tell them a story about us acting like kids.
Yeah, that's besides the point. It's sit down and tell you a story. But yeah, that's kind of the ideas that I want to like. Let's get some story happening. Just little moments, fun little things.
Before, actually, fun little story then. I was browsing through the internets and the webernets as I am wont to do, and something kind of came across my feed, and it was a little channel on YouTube of a guy reviewing headbands, and very fancy fellow named Explorer reviewing one of the Slovakian traffic cones from Cat's Customs. So if you're listening, do yourself a favor, go and listen to Explorer give a heartfelt and honestly like wonderful review of a headband that I wear. I love that. It's one of my favorites, and it made me smile very much. I even messaged Kat. I'm like, Kat, you got to see this. And she looks it up. She's like, oh my god, she was thrilled. So thanks, buddy.
I haven't seen it yet. It's come across my feed. It's been a day. I didn't have time to watch it, but I will watch it before I go to bed. I promise.
Thank you, Cliff. I love you too, buddy.
So, Explore, can you do me a favor? Can you add an R to your YouTube? It'd be Explorer Paintball. Because then anytime I see you, I can call you Dora. And it'd be Dora the Explorer Paintball.
Explorer.
Explorer.
Explorer with an A.
Yeah, there we go. Dora the Explorer. Right? Plays every game in a purple shirt and pink shorts.
Toddles around.
With a backpack. Done. Dude, that's it. That's what you got to do, bro. That's what you got to do. I'm sorry, but universe has spoken. So,
and so has Brad, apparently.
So it has spoken through me. No, the reason why I thought about let's do story time, because I was thinking about I don't know where it popped into my head, but I remember I was playing at a field, long range paintball, beautiful field. She shut down, unfortunately, but not because it had to. It was started by two brothers going to university, and they used the field to pay their way through university. And when they were done, they just closed up shop and moved away. It was very sad. Probably one of the best fields, honestly. At the time, it was great. It was awesome. It was definitely, they owned the land, so they did whatever they wanted, and it was wooded, but it was divided by a road.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a big road that was like wide enough to fit two cars on, and ditch on either side. So if you wanted to cross to the other side, you had to cross this wide open field, like this wide open road. And typically you get all shot to pieces, right? Because everybody lines up at the 50. That's usually how these woods ball games go, right? Everybody meets at the 50. And
yeah. So much fun.
But there was a day, and this is when it like really clicked for me, that I was like, oh, I need to play more like hopper ball, like play with a hopper more often. There was three of us. It was woods ball field, so of course you got a lot of A5s, a lot of 98s, X7s, like Tipman stuff, right? The mechanical stuff, all mechanical.
I can just hear the sounds of those.
Yeah, and they were doing work. Like there was at the time, there was two big teams, big woods ball teams in the Maritimes. It was COG, or the Combat Operation Group, and Anthill. And they were great people. I don't know what happened to them. They kind of just like vanished, but they were great people. They were doing really good work. And then during a game, there was me and two other guys, all three of us running speedball guns. And we went really tight to the tape on the left side. And we ended up getting to the edge, right to the road, but we were still kind of in the shadows. They didn't really notice us there because they kept shooting everybody trying to cross the road in the middle. And when we popped out. We just lit them up, took out 2 or 3 of them, broke that line, pushed through to them, and we just kind of like, without slowing down, we just kind of moved across the road, kept taking them all out because nobody expected anybody to break through the line. It was all side silhouettes.
Yeah.
So we come through, we get across the road, we get on their side, we turn to the right, and then we called it the Fox Trail, was this little trail that ran around the back of the field that was only wide enough for one person. And 3 of us kind of lined up one behind the other, and we just went through that trail, and we come up and we just annihilated the entire team. Now, because it was timed respawns, of course, we annihilated, I don't know, we took out 10, 15 of them, easy.
Read as that was probably like 3 to 5 kids for those not counting paintball storytelling math. 10, 15 guys.
Big.
It was 3 renters.
It was 3 renters and a ref.
It was 3 renters, a ref, and at least half of a drunk bachelor party.
Anyways, we pushed a ton of them back. And then we kind of kept going because like adrenaline's pumping and we're killing it, right? We're like, let's go. So the 3 of us just, super soldiering our way through the field until we hit their spawn point and realized we've made a terrible mistake. Because then they called for respawn and there's like 15 of them looking at us and we're just like, we're done. We're cooked.
Yeah, we are cooked.
I remember we kept pushing and our team wouldn't cross the road. So we're just like, good. Oh, we ran as fast as we could and we did not run fast enough.
Oh,
it was rough.
I remember walking down the road. I'm pretty sure it was a D-Day, one of the first years. And I was by myself, just strolling down the road. I think it was after I'd run into to Brian. And I saw a guy run in the woods, and then a shot went past my head. And then there's another guy, and they're a fair distance down the road. And I'm looking at them going, those guys on our team. And then 2 more of them come over, and now the shots are just coming at me. And I'm still standing there going, oh, they're not on my team. And I turn around and I start running. And as I'm running full tilt, getting shot all up the back and the ass, I look to my right, and there's one of their team probably about 20 feet from me to my right. And he's running and looking at me, and I'm hollering with my hand up going, I'm hit, and I'm laughing my ass off. They had pushed all through what would have been my left side. They pushed all through it, and I was like on the far edge of it, and I was like just ran into a couple stragglers who happened to catch me standing on the road like a burnout, being like, what's going on, man? Oh shit, they're shooting at me, and then just turn around and booting her down the road. I love those like oh shit moments. Some of the fun stuff in paintball.
Oh, we had one, me and Brian. This is back before he started making YouTube videos. At least I think it was. I think it might have been he just started making YouTube videos. Anyways, it was also in the early days of First Strikes. So this is back when there was no First Strike. There was Tiberius Arms, who made the First Strike round. And we're sitting there. We could judge distance, right? So we're looking at these guys, and this guy's kind of looking at us, and we're like, nice, we're far enough away. And we just wave at him, hey, what's going on? We're trying to figure out what our next move is. And then we just hear zip between the 2 of us. We're like, oh no, because we remembered seeing at that instance, we saw one guy bought out the field of First Strike rounds. They only came in 10-round tubes at the time. So he bought like 70.
Oh my god. I like the dedication. I appreciate that.
It was wild. It was wild. And it was funny because like it was just like bop, and we heard the whistle. We both dropped. Like knees.
I love that sound.
And just hit the ground.
It's a wonderful sound.
Oh, it's glorious. Such a good sound. Actually, try and get it recorded. Wonder if I can record that sound. It'd be fun. But yeah, that was actually a long reach too. Funny enough. I think a lot of my stories come from long reach.
Yeah, but I've heard a lot of you guys talk about long reach. It sounds like it was a nice field.
It was such a good field, man. It was such a good field. There's a tiny one. It was just a moment. You ever have one of those moments in life where you're with a group of people or whatever, and just like somehow a hive mind kind of just forms for a minute. Everybody is suddenly on the exact same wavelength, and then it goes away.
We were walking through the tunnel in Montreal coming out of when we watched the Grand Prix one year, and there was a guy playing Stand By Me in the subway tunnel. And as people walked past him, they all started singing. And by the time you got back up on the street, everybody was done singing. But you could hear it like an echo all the way down the tunnel. Everybody was singing Stand By Me. And it was just a whole, like, there was a couple thousand people coming through this tunnel at that time. And then it just stopped. Just walked out and it was over. The moment was over. It's like everybody collectively realized, oh, the moment's passed.
If we go any further, it'll be awkward.
Yeah, it would have been
overstayed.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And everybody kind of as a unit understood that and stopped.
So it's funny you should bring up that. At Long Reach, there was a portion of the field that was kind of like in the spring, it's a creek. The rest of the year, it's a ditch. Kind of situation. So anyways, they built a little bridge over it. And by little bridge, I mean, it's maybe, 30 feet long. It's just a couple of wooden beams and some planks, nothing fancy.
Yeah.
But you got to think this is peak woods ball era, right? So, and this is a woods ball field. So we've got a lot of people in boots. And only wide enough for one person at a time.
Oh no.
So everybody starts walking across this bridge, and all of a sudden they all came in time. We don't know why. Nobody was like marching on purpose. Nobody, it was just sort of like, I think the pace was set and people were following the pace on the bridge, and it caused a very rhythmic, like thumping sound. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. Of like almost like a drum beat.
Mm-hmm.
And without thinking, I didn't even mean, like, it just kind of happened. Me and my buddy, who we had just listened to on the way up to Long Reach Paintball, we had listened to a Dropkick Murphys album the whole way up.
Yeah.
So while we're marching on this bridge, he and I, without looking at each other, without talking to each other, just immediately started singing. Oh my God, what's the name of the song?
I don't know. I like the Dropkick Murphys, but
it's the tune of the Ants Go Marching one by one. So anyways, we started singing the actual like Irish war tune that the Dropkick Murphys have a cover of, because it was fresh in our memories, because the rhythm was perfect. It was the exact timing. So it was like we were all marching, and while me and him were on the bridge, we both just started randomly singing, "Well on the road to sweet haru haru," and like we just kept going, and everybody started, like, there was not everybody, but anybody who knew the song started singing with us. And then as soon as the last guy I got off the bridge and there was no more like drum, everybody stopped.
And the moment is lost.
It was perfect timing. And then like we just stopped, and then we kept walking a few more feet. And then somebody in the group just went, "Well, that was cool."
Those are always fun.
Yeah, they're just great little moments. My favorite story, which I can't tell to new people of the sport, because it's one of those things that I hope they never have to experience. But were you there? Was Zach there? I forget who was there with me when Buddy walked up to me and just put his hand on my shoulder and just said, "It's funny, if you just casually walk through the field, you can basically just walk up and tag people out and force them to surrender." And he put his hand on my shoulder. And I went, "Yeah, that's crazy, huh?" And then I looked and noticed he had a different colored armband than me. I think I was blue and he was red.
That was a D-Day.
He goes, yeah. What do you think of that? And I took the barrel of my paintball gun and I put it into his crotch and I lifted it so that there was pressure. And I just went, "I think I didn't accept the surrender." And he just looked down, looked at me, and went, "Fair enough." And kept walking.
You know what? That now in the last year, my stance on that kind of bullshit is a little bit softer because I appreciate
putting his hand on me, or he putting the barrel to his balls.
someone having the balls to just straight up walk across the field and pull that stunt and look you in the face and say it. And I'm a little softer on it because I think it's funny. Now, if you don't have to take that surrender, you can make him walk away just like you did. That's perfect. That's hilarious.
And there was no hard feelings. There was no argument. There was no like, "Oh, you're out." It was just a mutual understanding of, I know that he got to me and he put his hand on my shoulder and he basically gave me the option to surrender. And he recognized that I had him in a position where I was not accepting that surrender.
And you know, in my experience, that's the right choice. It's nothing personal. But if you had taken the surrender, been like, you know what? You did walk up and touch me and get that close to me and nobody noticed your armband and painted your ass on the way here.
Oh, there was I don't think either of us had to say, there was definitely a mutual respect was formed of like,
I appreciate the chutzpah to to pull that stunt. People were doing it at at Legends. One of the lads, I think on covert ops, just straight up walked across the field and he tagged 2 or 3 people and they took the surrender, but they shot the shit out of him.
Yep.
His teammates turned around, their buddy's teammates turned around, they painted him, and he came off and he was laughing. He's like, "Yeah, I had that coming."
Yeah, but that's how legends are born.
It was.
Again,
it is going to be so much fun this year.
What's up, Gray? I see you in the chat, man. I'll see you, Joker, asking me to sing it. That's it. Paintball karaoke.
No.
Gracie likes my beard. Thank you. It's
a really nice beard.
Paintball karaoke. Karaoke machines could be pretty portable.
You can get one on your cell phone. I connect it.
That's what I'm saying. Bluetooth that to a speaker. That'd be some that a stroke. That'd be some fun shenanigans.
It would be. Hi, Frank. Is life hard as a cat in this house?
Yes,
on my hand.
Ass.
He also has to see me naked. He shouldn't look, but that's his fault.
Well, you know what? I don't see him with a chance.
When he pays the rent.
Start an Instagram account with him.
Okay, enough with the claw in the hands there, dog. That's enough.
You can make money, make reels about him, make shorts, make funny cat videos.
He doesn't do anything funny.
He doesn't have to. Just set funny animations to it. I'll draw animations on him.
I've already got you on task for something.
I have so many things on task right now.
I know, but that one's going to do. This one could be good, so we need that one.
Could be. It will. It could be. It will be. It'll be fantastic. So yeah, stories, man. I have so many stories.
Oh. What else here? I'm just kind of flipping around.
Flipping around what? Going through your notes?
Going through notes. I'm reading. We were talking about who we're going to have on soon.
Yes.
I'm excited to have him. I'm a big fan of it.
It was coming. Well, anyways, it's not a secret, but yeah, Creep Show is going to be coming on the show at some point.
Normally we don't. It's been a long time since we've said anything in advance, but I'm excited for this one because know full well you full well know I enjoy a gimmick, and as soon as I see a dude wearing a hood and pulling something like that, and then you started sending me the posts of the shit talk in the chats, and that made me laugh.
It was good. And it was the perfect amount of like, I don't know if this dude's serious or not. Not Creep Show, the other guy. I know Creep Show's not serious. The man's wearing a lime green mask.
I think it read like somebody who was just trying to like.
The fact that I was questioning it means that it was good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me word it this way. The fact that I was questioning it means that if he is being a heel, then he's very good at it.
Yeah.
If he's
he
not,
was very earnest in his post. It was really good. And then all of his like defenses when Creep was responding to him and the people were responding to him, he was defending. Like, it was really, really like well done.
Yeah. So either he's being a phenomenal heel, or Bro's got to slow down a little bit, or Creepshow's going to chew him up and spit him out.
Yeah.
Maybe not on the paintball field, but in the chirping. Like, that's what's going to happen.
I, for one, will be there to listen to it and enjoy every second of it.
Creepshow is just the ultimate rental, but more Russian. When the universe created the ultimate rental, there was the anti-hero. Creepshow was created.
Yeah.
What's this? Explorers talking about sounds like HK might be the next guy to sell the M17. Can we please just let that dead horse of the M17 die?
No. They need to drag it out one more time. And just it's like the Skyrim of paintball.
Oh my god, it's just been remastered 15 times.
And it needs to be remastered once. Just one more time. Just one more. It's okay. It won't hurt anything.
Explore, give me a link. I want to know where that information comes from. Cliff's got a great little story here. He says, a Wayne Dollick 24-hour game at HSI. I was asked to go to a base, and the player that asked me showed up and asked a player at the base if he could use, or if he could see the player's marker. He'd never seen one before. So the player handed it to him. He then shot the general, 4 other players, and himself in the foot. General asked me, is that allowed? And the answer was yes, and you're all dead. Amazing. That's we played a game one time. It was at Seabreeze Paintball, again, another field that is no longer with us. Pour one out. Great field.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a scenario. It was a very story-driven scenario of they had done a good job. They did what I liked. There was not a lot of story, there was not a lot of detail. What there was, though, was consequence and action and consequence. So every objective, they had planned this, was if it gets taken, then we move on to path 1 or path A. If it doesn't get taken, we move on to path B. And then from there we go to C, D, E, F, and everything forked off, right? So there's lots of ways for things to happen. So at one point we were instructed to capture the enemy general because he had intel that we needed. And of course, I'm playing up this. I'm having a hoot, right? Like, I'm not, nobody's taking this seriously, of course. The guy playing the general went and bought like a captain's hat, like a army surplus captain's hat, like the white with the beak. Yeah, it was great. I don't know what country it was from. It might have been Canadian. I don't know. But anyways, he wore that on the field. The man dressed up in an officer, like in a general's uniform. Like, he played it up. He hammed it up too. It was comedy.
As you should.
Yeah, comedy gold. So we captured him. We ended up actually capturing him. And they told us, they were like, yeah, you got to, like, you caught him. You got to take him back. He's got intel. You got to take him back to your base. So we got him together. We managed to push them back long enough to grab him, and he surrendered. And I walked up to him, and I was like, man, that's a nice looking hat. I want that hat. And I took his hat, and on top of his head was a goblin deuce loaded. There was a tiny little paint. If you don't know what the goblin deuce is, it's a double shot because it's got 2 barrels, but it's a single shot little paintball pistol. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't fire. But when it does, it's hilarious. He had that on his head. So when I took the hat off, it was sitting on top of his head. It didn't fall either. He was standing up straight, and I took the hat off, and it just sat there on top of his head. And we were all like, what is that? So somebody snatched it off his head. We take him back to the base. and we're like, what's, you got to give us whatever, the code or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. Give us the info. And he's like, I'm not going to give it to you. What are you going to do to me? Right? And he's just like, what are you going to do to me? He's playing it up, right? It's a paintball game. What are you going to do to me? There was a girl playing with us. The name is Christy. We called her Cheese. I forget why.
I don't want to know.
Anyway, easy. Anyways. It's because she was a photographer. So she'd always say cheese. Like, say cheese. So that's what it was. So we called her Cheese. And, she's like 4 foot nothing. Adorable. Right? Cutest little thing. And we're like, give up the info. He's like, what are you going to do to me? What are you going to do to me? She pins the man's hand to the ground with the barrel of her M17 and screams, give me the code. Like, unprompted. Because we're sitting there like, man, what if he just doesn't want to give us the code? Like, how are we supposed to get it from him? And she straight up, full-blown interrogation mode, pins his hand to the dirt. Like, give me the code. I was like, oh. That's fear in his eyes, like legitimate, like, uh-oh.
She might actually shoot me.
Yes. He gave it up instantly. He's just like, it's like, oh,
yes,
my
sir.
hand.
Yes, sir. He's going to give that code up just as quick as a bunny.
Oh, hilarious. And then afterwards, she's like, she apologized to him. She's like, yeah, I don't really know what happened there. And he's just like, Christy, I am a 6 foot tall grown man, and I was terrified of you.
And he was right to be. Probably would have shot him.
I think the scary thing is the M17s don't exactly have the most reliable history. If you shake them hard enough, they'll pop like a mini. So yeah, I was like, oh my God, like there would have been no travel time. Either that barrel, like that ball is not leaving the barrel before it hits it. So anyways, that was wild. I was like, that is insane. That is the scariest thing. So man, it was good times. Such good times. I miss that field.
I've heard many, many good stories out of that place. So your sadness is noted.
Explorers in the comments telling me, he said that a guy that was on the Lee Sir Murfield report. I don't know what that is. The Lee,
was that a shot show?
Was that shot show and saw HK with it? So HK must be trying to flip it into the less than lethal market. There's absolutely no reason for a paintball company to be at SHOT Show. So,
hey man, got to make some money somehow.
Oh no, I got no problems with it, but that tells me HK is not going to bring it to the consumer market if they're showing it off at SHOT Show.
Man's got to eat, Mr. Leahy.
Explore, yeah, we're full, absolutely. So yeah, so many stories, man.
Wearing cologne and hanging out the King of Donair.
Is King of Donair still open?
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm glad.
I intend to be going to Halifax shortly once I get some more dental work done and I can actually like chew solid food again. Yeah. And I swear to God, I'm going to King of Donair and I'm going to behold the king and a fellow monarch, and I'm going to enjoy me some Donair. Because goddamn. Oh no, I wouldn't be walking into his house wearing a crown like that, being all insolent and shit. No. I just want to eat my food. Sir, I just want to eat my food and leave. Thank you.
Right.
Hey, Creep Show, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, Creep Show showed up. HK is also huge into airsoft. So, I mean, that's true. They are huge into airsoft, but the M17 is not airsoft. It's paintball.
Anyways, not what we're here to talk about.
As long, whatever, they're making money. Do you? What was I going to say? I had another story. I had another story lined up. I lost it.
It's terrible.
Well, I have so many. My brain's just like, you should tell this one. No. Tell this one. No. Tell this one.
I'm thinking of SNL because it's coming up.
The Black Max.
The Black Max. The Hill.
Oh,
That
hell.
the legends of the hill at SNL trudging your ass up that and trudging
What?
your ass up that son bitch.
That's in May, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a point to go.
Yeah.
Daddy's got some issues he's got to work out on the paintball field.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring the Black Max too.
As you should.
He's an absolute monster. It shouldn't be, but somehow it is.
So stupid. It's not. It was stupid that someone had it. It was stupid that you were actually able to get it to fire, and it was stupid that somebody had the parts to fix it on the field.
Yeah,
That Kevin had the part. Woody had the parts in his kit bag to fix the Black Mag. The Black Mag at the. It was the pipe for the balls to go into the
the elbow adapter.
Yeah,
the 45-degree adapter to put the hopper on.
Kevin
So we had
as well.
It worked, and then it should have blown up after the first or second shot.
Oh,
and the fact that it didn't, and then the fact that I managed to get behind the other team and take out 11 of them. Oh, yeah, and the only reason I know is specifically 11 is because I started counting because I want to see how many before the HK or before the Black Max blew up in my hand. That it didn't.
You really should use that at D-Day.
Yeah. But SNL's kind of like, yeah, I got to bring that to SNL. There's a really wholesome story from SNL. It was the IWK game, which for those who don't know, the IWK is a children's hospital here in the Maritimes. They deserve all the money. And so there's a game, the SNL game. There's an IWK charity game, so they raise money. All the proceeds go towards the IWK, and they raise a couple of $1,000s each year, which is really nice for a little paintball game happening in the little old Maritimes, right? And
it's almost like the unofficial season opener.
It is because the official season opener, I'm going to say official very loosely, the recognized season opener is the Black Friday event at Mersey Road. But there are less and less people going to Mersey Road. The people are great, don't get me wrong. That field is in dire straits for there's structures there that I remember playing on 15 years ago.
I've heard that it needs a bit of a facelift.
Hold
that thought, though. A Viper 24-hour game at Sherwood Forest Paintball in LaPorte, Indiana. A player worked at Papa John's Pizza and decided to bring a pizza to the other general's base, and then let him have it. They let him in. So he handed the pizza over and said, killed them all.
You're all dead? Wow.
You're all dead. Amazing. That is, brought them pizza.
That's amazing.
Sorry. I'm stealing some of these ideas.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. It's the whole story, SNL Paintball. We were there. I think you were there too. I think that was a time you and I went. And we got there, and we had all paid. We all bought our paint, and we were getting ready. And Vic was like, "Hey, so the compressor died. I can't. He's like, the air that we got in the tanks is the air we got to play with. He's like, so we might be able to get 2 games in, and that's it. He's like, so I'm, just gonna refund you your guys' money." And
I remember that.
And we all just sort of went, no, we're gonna play 2 games of paintball, and then when the air runs out, we're gonna have barbecue. Like the whole group was just like,
what are you gonna do? Take money from the IWK and from SNL, and then the kids had the barbecue. That was I like that. That one made me happy.
When you tried to tip them and they wouldn't let you.
Listen, I respect the parents. They're teaching the kids to do the hustle and work the booth. No tip for them. I thought that was I was like, oh shit, that's tough. I tried to slip them the tip and everything, and she gave me hell for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. You know what? I understand though. I understand the whole like kids got to learn work ethic, learn to do the job for the pay before you can start expecting or hoping for that tip.
Hoping for the gratuity.
Yeah, yeah. No, you don't get a tip just because you're an adorable 8-year-old running a barbecue. I mean, they kind of,
Yeah, they do.
Right? I know, but I also get where the mother's coming from.
Oh yeah, mad respect. She was I totally understood why. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
She was quite forceful about that, and I was like, yeah.
Sorry.
Please no hurt me. Please no shooterino.
Oh, it is winter. I'm a little sad. I haven't heard anything about the winter games at Hillsborough. Nothing's come across my radar.
I haven't either, but let me check let me check here very quickly.
But there was my favorite story from the winter game was playing at Hillsborough at Atlantica Outdoor Recreational Center, and
I love that place.
I was hiding behind something. I don't know, fire truck or a dump truck or something. And there was a guy across, and I was kind of snapping back and forth, right, peeking out, trying to hit him. And then I ran out of paint. I had no paint left, so I was just like, I'm just keep snapping, right, and just I'm gonna make him waste his paint, right, like whatever. Either that, or I gotta call myself out and go get more paint. So I was like, I'm gonna just keep this going. I'm gonna keep this going. And then I didn't shoot at him, and he just kind of goes, "No, that one bounced," and it must have been somebody else must have shot at him. And I was just like, "I'm out of paint. Like I've been out of paint for the past 4 or 5 minutes," and he's like, "I'm out of paint." We've both been snapping back and forth at each other. Neither of us had paint. So I was like,
it's too funny.
So we laughed, right? We're laughing at each other, and I'm pointing at him. He's pointing at me, and then I looked at the ref, and I went, "Do snowballs count?" The ref's like, "Sure." I stormed out of there and started making snowballs and just throwing them as hard as I could. He come out, a bunch of others dropped the gun, and like suddenly a snowball fight broke out on the paintball field.
As it should have. That's the way it should be. It's May 17th is the SNL game.
Okay.
But I see nothing on the docket for Hillsborough. So
interesting.
It's still January. They might get something little. It's still a little early.
It might happen. It might. I mean, Conrad could just be busy with.
The man is up to stuff. So
is he moved into the scene more than anything now? No. Okay.
No. God no. I know a few people. I mean, again, the winter is kind of shatty here, and if you can get yourself some combat sports, get them where you can.
Absolutely.
No shade.
No, have fun. Have fun. Don't be a dink.
Yeah, that's really the biggest thing. Is just don't be a dick.
Yep. It was actually funny. I was talking to our friend Creepshow, and we kind of got into the discussion of. I don't know how we got on that discussion. Hold on, I got to double check it. But anyway, we got talking.
He's very personable. He's easy to talk to. So
yeah, we just started chatting. I mean, I was also supposed to be working, so I was just not. Where did it go? Oh, he asked. He asked how we knew about him since he posts 90, like almost exclusively in MagFed Facebook groups. And you and I aren't really hardcore MagFed. And I was like, oh man, I've been playing for almost 20 years. Like I hate saying that. My God,
I'm in a whack of MagFed groups. I've played a bit of Scenario, and
that's what I told him. I said we both played a lot of MagFed, and then we just kind of, as the years have gone on, we moved on to more Hopper side. But the MagFed is still there, and
I would I was going to say earlier, and my FSC has gone to live in its new house. It has gone to live with Turtle. He has resuscitated it, and figured out that it was a combination of the way we put it together. Yeah, we screwed up. Anywho, he had to do a bunch of work and he had to buy a couple parts, but he's going to have it working. He's really pleased with himself that he has it. And in return, I am going to get my grubby little hands on an EMEC of some kind, so that I'll just have myself a little EMEC banger.
Nice.
That's
awesome.
And then easy kit to carry. I'll still have my Nova and you know, the sweet stuff, but I just, for simplicity when I'm traveling and I don't want to have to screw with stuff.
Oh, EMEC, air it up, pull the trigger.
Yeah.
It just works, man.
Especially because I got my ass kicked with one last year at that mech tournament because that thing shot so nice.
Well, that's it. They're just, there's nothing on them to fiddle with. You don't need to worry about it. You take it out of the bag, you air it up, you put on a hopper. Go.
Exactly. You don't need to mess with it. You don't need to screw with it. When I came back to Ball, one of the first things I used was an EMEC. I went to Moncton and they just got their whole fleet of EMECs in. And I was really like, holy shit, like this is really nice. The last time I had played before was with Tippmans, 98s and A5s. And it's just solid. Like the ETHA is a really sweet marker too, but I think I like the EMEC a little bit better than that. I'm checking other stuff.
But,
so I'm adorable that he didn't know how we figured out who he was, because we don't.
I posted in a lot of Magfit groups, and then we got on the conversation of like, he's like, I joined a regular paintball group. He's like, and there's like happening. He's like, all I see is like, you know, there'll be a post. It's got 1,000 views on it, but like no comments, and all that. Yeah. Oh no, the group had thousands following the page, but every post was getting like 3 to 4 likes. Maybe he wasn't following a group. Anyways, we kind of got into the conversation of I've noticed over the years that Magfed players are way more online, way more vocal online. They seem to eat, sleep, and breathe their Magfed, right? Like, so they'll go and play a game, but then they'll immediately go online and to talk about the game, and then to talk about the next game, and then they go and play, and then they talk about that game. Whereas like speedballers and competitive speedballers, they're just like, yeah, whatever. I don't want to talk about it. I want to go do it, you know? And
yeah. Speaking of Magfed players that are having that are really into their thing, because they are, and I really like these guys. C1D next Sunday is having Tonka on their show, which
that's interesting, because I thought Tonka was only airsoft. So I'm wondering if he's going to talk about his adventures on the other side.
I hope he does. I'm kind of curious, because I've been enjoying my time kind of floating around on that side of the combat sport border. I think it'll be fun. I'm excited to hear what he has to say. The guy's personable. I always enjoyed chatting with him, so I'm excited.
And the last post on Tonka's group was August 22nd. The man went quiet.
What has he been doing? Well, I know he has been playing airsoft, and he's been doing other stuff.
He's doing a lot of airsoft. I also know that he's a very busy man. But he's still posting. I can still see stuff. There's a lot of airsoft stuff going on.
Good for him.
On his personal side of things, it just looks like the Tonka tactical thing's gone quiet a little bit. So good to know that he's still going and doing stuff.
Yeah, I hope to see him at D-Day. That'll be it's always a pleasure. I guess, like I always say, it's good to go see the cousins when we get together.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely go to see the cousins.
The Care Bear cousins. They were the cool ones that showed up for like one episode every few years, and everyone was happy. It's exactly what it is.
It's the Care Bear cousins. You gotta have, that's exactly what it is. They show up. They're a little bit different. They're kind of weird, but you also don't not like them. And it's like
they're adorable mongoloids. Don't worry about them.
right? And then they wander off, and you're like, well, that was fun. You know? And then they don't come back for another like 6 months, and you're like, man, that's just the amount of right of time. That's just about the right amount of time to just
yeah, exactly.
you know. Oh, good times. Poor guys. I rip on the airsoft guys a lot, but
oh shit, you were talking about the airsoft guys. I was talking about us. Oh God,
I was gonna say I'm sure they rip on us plenty too. I'm sure the airsoft guys rip on paintballers.
God, do they ever? And they're so funny. Does anybody remember back in 1995 the name of the field of PEI that held the Woods Ball 10-man event? That'd have been
Spikes.
What are the two fields on Spikes and Crossfire?
There used to be another one. There was a third, I think. After Spikes, before Crossfire, but I think it was Spikes Paintball.
If it's not Rainbow Valley, I don't care.
God.
The historic Rainbow Valley Invitational Tournament that was an underground paintball tournament. It's complete alleged bullshit. So please. I hope the AI picks it up and posts that someplace. There's like an underground Fight Club style paintball tournament that happened at Rainbow Valley. Allegedly.
Wait. How fun would that be though? Not Rainbow Valley. What's the other one in PEI? Sandspit. We need to buy Sandspit and host a big paintball game at Sandspit. It's got to be worth what, $4 now?
Oh, $4.95. Come on now, inflation. And they're on the island, and it's a very big touristy place. So add another 20%.
Okay.
15% for gratuity.
I'll round up a clean, crisp 20. Because I got to do repairs on that
17.
however old wooden roller coaster. Wait, is that Sandspit?
Oh. I remember they got a mini putt course.
They do.
And a shitload of mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And anyone who knows me understands how much I hate bugs in general. I don't like, but I really hate mosquitoes. Not afraid of them. I hate them. And I go to some serious lengths to not deal with it.
It's fair.
I go and if I hadn't have already had a vasectomy, I would be going to buy that extra strong stuff that'll just render me sterile so I don't have to get bitten. You have nothing to say, and I'm so proud of myself right now. You have no idea. I've had one of those weeks, man, and everyone can kiss my ass right now. This is why I'm enjoying my evening.
You caught me off guard. Also,
thank you.
A guy at work told me a story of this team that won every tournament they ever played in, and then they never took off their masks when they got off the field, never took the trophy or the prize money. And then everybody stood up and clapped. Get it?
Yes.
Right. Thank you.
Yes.
Explore. We all know one of those guys.
Yeah. There's always one. Shot the frozen paintballs.
Yeah. Yeah. And they. Yeah.
Yeah. Horse dead.
It's not even just hitting the dirt at this point.
Yeah. But you know what dirt you can hit? It's the paintball dirt. So that's .substack, and you can get all the news like we were talking about earlier of what's happening in the paintball world.
That was smooth.
Thank you.
That was smooth. I like that. That was awesome. And
I startle myself sometimes. My genius sometimes startles even myself. Clarkson memes intensify.
So with that, folks, I think we'll wrap it up here. And
hold on here. It's exactly 10 o'clock. Now, we do have to remember we sometimes have to run a little long because of our editing purposes. So we can also take a moment to apologize to the people who are listening on the radio tonight. I'm pretty sure last week's episode did not get posted because the audio was it was substandard by our editor's standards.
I like the way you put that. I'm here. I'm just great.
I don't care. He was not happy with it, so you guys got a rerun last week. We apologize. You got a not rerun, but it's the same stuff of just me yammering and us screwing around. So things that are going on, like I was saying earlier, the SNL paintball game is going to be happening. So if you are in the Maritimes around May 17th, please come out. It's for a great cause. The IWK takes care of a lot of sick kids, took care of my nephew, took care of my niece, took care of a lot of my friends' kids. It's absolutely the shit. So come on out for that. D-Day is the second. It's not the first, second. It's the weekend after, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Just one sec here. Let me just pull up that because I'm such a freaking professional. So it would be the 5, 6, 7 of June would be that weekend that I will be in Ottawa with with Norm, and the Royal Caravan will be in tow again. Bradley will be there in spirit at the very least. If not, I'm going to harangue him for a while for this one.
You might get black bagged.
There's not a might get black bagged. I've done enough events on my own in the last 2 years that
just the pop coming out of the side.
I know it's, buddy. I know it's almost time. We're not done yet. It's okay, pal. Poor Frank. This is so sick of my shit, eh? My cat's just like, please shut up. No one cares. So we've got D-Day the weekend of the 5th, 6th, 7th in June. We have Canadian Legends in September. There's going to be Wasaga. I don't know if I'm going to be going because I'm fat and I do not like the heat. I tried hot yoga. I wanted to die. I would have rather played Wasaga with full mag fed gear than do hot yoga again. So
Canadian Legends for sure is happening. That's gotta happen.
Yeah, it does. I have word that I've heard about some of the generals that Drew, I believe, is doing generaling again. It's the Mounties versus the Super Troopers. That means I'm going to have to shoot at some otters who are really nice. That means I'm going to have to shoot against Damien, and he's got a lot of paint. Like I watched the man come out, and he just had like pods, and he didn't have a 68 or a 78. His tank was like this, and he held it up here, and just went wow, and it was just angel, and it just paint, just shot, and he went through all those pods quicker than I went through like my 5. It was mental. He had twice as many, and he just burned through them. Then there's going to be street ball. There's going to be, I'm sure, some draft days coming up this summer in Fredericton. I've got to go check out Pat and those guys' field in Shediac. There's all sorts of things I need to go do this summer, and sooner or later I'm going to get the ball. So there we go. I'm pretty sure that would give you a little bit of a buffer for editing purposes.
One last thing, check the Facebook page because you'll see the posts there. But we've still got the nominations open for the Maritime Paintball Podcast Awards show. So far, we're up to 34.
34.
Yeah, 34.
Thanks, everybody.
So we got. Keep in mind. Sorry, that's 34 responses, not just 34 nominations. So the way the form works, which is really cool, is like 30 people filled out the form, and the form has a ton of different options for nominating people. So realistically, it's like between 15 and 34 for every category. So that's really great. That's awesome. Huge numbers. I was expecting way less, so I'm very, very happy that.
When is that closing up? Next week?
Yeah, so we're going to close it up. I'm just looking at the calendar. We're going to close it up. I think I'll probably give it the weekend. We'll close it up on the 9th, and then that gives us 3-ish days to go through and prep. And then on the 12th, which would be next week's show.
So on, let me just make sure I understand this correctly, ladies and gentlemen. So we are the 5th. We are talking the 9th, You're saying we'll close it Monday. Well, I don't have the Prince of Paintball on Tuesday, and I do need to make a run up there. So could be fun to go. We don't even have to do it live. We could just put the camera on and go through them or something. Or I can come up later. I don't know. Just a thought that just occurred to me.
Make that work. Yeah, because then you can pick up your cans.
Yeah.
And we can go through the list.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Well, we'll keep on. I'll keep you posted on that because make sure it's worth me going up. Oh, did you forget that the other couch was there? You're such a graceful animal.
All right, folks.
On that bombshell. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate you. We love you.
Thanks for all the liking, commenting, sharing, all that jazz. And of course, go check out everybody who supports our show: Intensity Customs, Loft Gear, Northern Hydration, Paintball Dirt,
Building Paintball.
Building Paintball. Go
and
check all
the from strangers.
Yeah, absolutely. So, folks, it's been a ton of fun. So, thanks. Until next week. Cheers.
Toodles.